Now at noon, another round of strong storms are here. How long you can expect to hear the rumble. And hundreds of jobs at Miami-Dade public schools are gone thanks to budget cuts. How this is going to affect your child's education. And eat this, not that. Healthy and fast food usually don't go together, but we'll show you the key to having a healthier fast food lunch. Hi everyone, I'm Cynthia Demas. Elliot Rodriguez is off today. CBS 4 News at noon starts right now.
From Miami-Dade, Broward, and the Keys, this is South Florida's CBS 4 News.
First at noon, it's another stormy day across South Florida with strong storms already pounding our area. These summer storms are usually reserved for the afternoon, but lately they seem to be coming a lot earlier, don't they? Here's CBS 4's Lisette Gonzalez with which areas are being hit the hardest right now. Lisette, doesn't seem like South Florida at all.
No, it does not. And you know, the radar has been working overtime since this morning, non-stop activity. We've been seeing this constant steady stream of moisture from the southwest to the northeast. Right now, we're seeing a little bit of a tiny break from Miami-Dade and Fort Lauderdale, but zooming down south in Coral Gables, Sweetwater, we are continuing to see the rain move through, some moderate to heavy showers. In Homestead, that is where we're the most concerned right now. You can see all that lightning that just fired up, mainly offshore, but these strong storms are pushing to the northeast towards your area, Homestead, also the Upper Keys and Key Largo. With some of these storms, we could see frequent lightning, strong gusty winds up to 50 miles per hour, and even the potential for flooding and the slight risk of water spouts. Moving on, rainfall totals courtesy of WeatherBug. Right now you can see in Hialeah almost an inch and a half, Doral over a half inch, in Fort Lauderdale about a third of an inch. Moving on, the rest of the afternoon we're anticipating plenty of storms this evening, storms lingering overnight, a few showers, 73. We'll let you know if the stormy pattern will continue for the rest of the work week and the weekend. Coming up right now, back to you, Cynthia.
Developing now, the FBI says it has arrested about 300 real estate brokers since March, including dozens over just the last couple of days in a crackdown on mortgage fraud. Agents say those arrested have contributed to the country's housing crisis, which has cost homeowners and lenders more than $1 billion. The Justice Department and FBI plan to announce arrests in Miami, Chicago, Atlanta, and suburban Maryland. That'll be at a news conference a little later on today. We're going to have all the details for you on that one on CBS 4 News at 5. Meanwhile, the Miami-Dade County public school system cutting hundreds of jobs. The school board debated into the wee hours of the morning. CBS 4's Tiffany Helberg joins us now with a closer look at what this is going to mean for all our kids. Tiffany, what'd you find out?
Well, Cynthia, it means that there are fewer people to attend to your child. You know, the deadline is creeping up. By the end of this month, the school board is trying to have its budget outlined. So despite a lot of argument and a long night and an early morning, board members voted to make some painful cuts.
The gloves are off and Miami-Dade school board members fight over who should stay and who should go or fall victim to budget cuts.
Because I'm getting answers that frankly are runarounds. And I ask direct questions and expect direct answers.
Tempers ran high from board members and those pleading with them to save critical positions from the chopping block.
Can you please escort her from the podium? Thank you.
At one point, a woman protesting cuts is escorted out by a security guard. But despite all the drama, the axe came down. The board voted to cut 317 office employees, 75 physical education teachers, 30 teachers' assistants, and 28 assistant principals. Just a fraction of the more than 2,000 jobs cut since the board started chopping. That now brings the total of teachers sacrificed to more than 1,000. This national championship dance troupe is not dancing for joy. They want their laid-off teacher to come back.
And if it wasn't for the work of both our dance teachers, it would have been possible. And one teacher cannot run the entire dance program by herself.
Now, the board also voted to cut school psychologists and exceptional student education specialists down to working 10 months a year instead of the 12. We'll have more reaction to these cuts coming up later today on CBS 4 News. Live, I'm Tiffany Helberg, CBS 4 News.
Thanks, Tiffany. One man caught in the middle of the school budget battle is now doing something a little unusual. Well, Larry Feldman, a former principal in Kendall, offered to postpone his retirement and work another year for $1. And his benefits, of course. The district rejected that offer, so now Feldman is running for the spot on the school board. He spoke this morning on the Jim and Jade show on our sister station on My 33, a new show over there about these looming cuts. He says the school board is cutting the wrong jobs.
I've been here 35 years, and I know that in the past, we've always had it. We've always found a way to get it. We've never done it on the backs of people. That's what I have a problem with,
All right, Feldman also thinks if South Florida continues to bleed its school systems, families will be forced to move out and go somewhere else. Now to a break in the case of a kidnapping in Hialeah. Police tell us they've caught one of the two suspects wanted for allegedly kidnapping and torturing two businessmen. Police say a tip from someone in Hillsborough County led them to Jose Gil Rodriguez. He's one of 10 men accused in an elaborate plot to get $100,000 from two men who had recently come into a lot of money. Yonki Gonzalez is still on the run. The other 8 suspects are behind bars. After 2 weeks of devastating storms that brought killer tornadoes and raging floods, today President Bush is set to tour some of the worst hit areas of the Midwest. CBS 4's Drew Levinson reports on how some residents are still bracing for the worst.
The floodwaters are threatening small towns along the Mississippi, and like dominoes, the levees are breaking, flooding homes and sinking livelihoods. Swollen rivers have already ruined this year's crops. About 5 million acres of farmland are now underwater.
The crest has not been reached and probably won't be until Saturday, so there's no let up until that time.
For many, it's a losing battle against the rising waters, and there was no divine intervention for a 25-foot statue of the Virgin Mary. It's been a landmark in Portage-de-Sioux, Missouri for decades, built back in 1957 when the town was spared a similar flood. Here in Clarksville, the Mississippi River has overrun its banks by nearly 200 feet. This 4.5-foot wall of sandbags is the only line of protection for this historic downtown. If there's a leak or a break, where I'm standing will quickly be underwater. For days, people like Debbie Ingram have been working to put sandbags along the riverbanks.
I feel like I'm doing my little bit to help. I live in Bowling Green, but thought I'd come help a neighboring town in whatever way I can, so ask them what I can do, and they're like, well, can you shovel? And I'm like, I'll try.
The floodwaters are now receding in hardest-hit Cedar Rapids, and the devastation is clear. President Bush is on his way to tour the area. He's already asked for $2 billion to help rebuild what's been washed away. In Clarksville, Missouri, Drew Levinson, CBS 4 News.
The president of the University of Miami received a special honor from the President of the United States. President Bush gave Donna Shalala the Medal of Freedom today at the White House. Look at that. It's the highest honor a civilian can get. Shalala is the former Secretary of Health and Human Services. Congratulations. Well, just minutes ago, the National Mayors Conference kicked off. This year's a little different than the rest. They're coming together to try and help save the environment, a major collaboration with new media, cities, and CBS. CBS 4's I-Team Chief Investigative Reporter Michelle Gillen is live right now in downtown Miami. Michelle, what is going on?
In the thick of it, I tell you, other than the weather, it is being called a perfect day and a perfect partnership, and it's all about trying to better protect planet Earth. In fact, the seed of this idea began right here in Miami, in part at our TV station and Miami City Hall. And now mayors from across the country are flying in. The president of the CBS Corporation is here to put his stamp on it as we look to initiatives to bring the public and private factors together and viewers together, all to make a difference as we welcome everyone to Miami.
I'm going to Miami.
Welcome to Miami.
Miami, a waterfront gem crowned by celestial blue seas, punctuated by a rainbow of hues, known the world over as the Magic City. But there's something different in the air and the water, even the bricks and mortar, as one color, green, and one mayor's dream has ignited a revolution here.
Because I think we all recognize that this is the right time.
Miami's Mayor Manny Diaz says the effort to be green and clean
oh my God.
There we go.
could not wait.
And when we started a few years ago, we had a monumental task.
Contaminated landfills, polluted waterways. Never mind when Mayor Diaz stepped into office, not only was the idea of going green not fashionable, but he inherited a city that was broke.
And so the challenge is, how do you finance it? Because our typical budgets don't have a line item called the environment.
Enter an environmental innovator with a vision that's changing the face of America. Paul Polizotto, CEO and founder of EcoMedia, architect of a unique consortium of public and private partnerships.
He was the first major city mayor in the entire nation to embrace this. And not only did he embrace it, he said, let's run with it.
Leading to an historic facelift and a grove not of oranges, but of solar panels, fueling Miami City Hall.
About 60% of the energy that it takes to light this building is no longer required.
And private builders are voluntarily stepping up to the plate.
It's amazing to me how responsive the private sector has been. If you go on Brickell now, the new buildings that are being built are all green.
Writing another historic chapter, EcoMedia and the City of Miami joining forces with CBS 4 News and the CBS Network.
I think it's really important to us as a corporation that we give back to the communities that we're in, and obviously we at CBS are involved in a lot of local communities with our TV stations and our radio stations and our billboard companies. And I think it's really significant the things that the City of Miami is doing, along with EcoMedia and along with CBS and WFOR.
The announcement made at another first.
This is going to be the first National Mayors Conference that's going to be green. From the hotel to the paper that is being used to the lighting, it's going to be all retrofitted in the hotel. Everything, the cars that are going to be driven around. So those are all the things that we have to look at because it makes sense and because, quite frankly, we no longer have a choice.
And I think you'll be hearing that mission, that mandate echoed here over the next few days. It was funny up on the stage today. He just flew in this weather. The mayor of Seattle, he was getting ribbed because, of course, they were always considered the cleanest city in America. And Miami is now taking those honors. So a lot of good-natured fun, but really underneath it all, everyone seeming very committed to making a difference. We'll have more for you tonight. Michelle Gillen reporting live from downtown Miami in that eco zone.
All right, very productive. Thanks for that, Michelle. Still ahead on CBS 4 News at noon, the bad economy has more people sticking to their I-dos. How the down dollar is a real pick-me-up for marriages. Then, the healthier alternative, what you should order if you're planning on eating at a fast food place for lunch. You're watching CBS 4 News at noon, covering Highland Oaks, Sunrise, Coconut Creek, and your South Florida neighborhood. We'll be right back.
Smoking kills over 400,000 people. Don't be your own worst enemy. Don't smoke.
We'll go right to the fitting from there. You can't hate olive green. No, the dresses are done. I'm gonna wear my Nana's veil. I would love to try and get the cake to somehow match it a little.
Are you planning a wedding?
I don't know if this is even possible. If I could somehow match the cake to the... It's perfect. Cool. Something round, but also something square.
Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
On the next Rachel Ray, how does this sound?
A barbecue chicken slappy joe.
It's about to sound even better. Funny man Wayne Brady's making it.
I'm Rachel Ray. I like to cook.
Today at 3 on 4.
A strange multi-car crash on I-95 this morning caused extremely heavy delays during rush hour. Take a look at this. One car actually ended up right on top of the other one. You don't see that often. The crash closed 3 lanes on northbound 95 near Oakland Park Boulevard. Amazingly, unfortunately, no one was injured here. Well, it seems more of us are avoiding the road altogether. A new report shows Americans drove 30 billion fewer miles from November through April compared to the same time period a year earlier. The Transportation Secretary says this may reflect more than a temporary change of attitude. She's not seeing any sign of drivers bouncing back anytime soon. Well, if you're sick of paying more for gas, and who isn't, today's your chance to make a statement. It's called Dump the Pump Day, and transit officials are hoping you'll ride public transportation instead of using your car. CBS 4's Shari Williams is live at the Metro Rail station in Hialeah. Shari, more people using the trains and the buses today? What do you think?
Well, Cynthia, in talking to those who use the system, many of them getting off the trains and the buses, telling me it has been standing room only along their route. But the official data will be out tomorrow when they take a look at really how many more fares actually went through the system today. But what we are learning is many people decided to dump the pump well before today.
Thank you, ma'am, for taking public transportation. Thank you for dumping the pump.
A ride on the public bus or train could get you one of these this Thursday. It's a gesture of gratitude for choosing public transportation over your car or SUV. The one-day challenge is known as Dump the Pump.
Trying to send a strong message that dumping the pump today will help save our community greenhouse gases.
Save some green is the big draw behind Dump the Pump, the green that folds in your pocket and the green earth we live on. These token scratch-offs could win a lucky commuter $1,000 in cash or a trip to Universal Studios. But with fuel prices at an all-time high, you don't have to twist anyone's arm to dump the pump.
I dumped it a while ago, 4 months or so ago, because I can save about $10 a day just in gas taking the train.
Debbie Thomas agrees.
I don't drive my truck no more because the gas is getting high.
But does this one-day push really make a difference? Transit leaders in Broward and Miami-Dade say yes, predicting thousands are taking part. But take Liana Lopez, for instance. She's only using the train today because she has to. She would rather drive her car.
It's not really that convenient, especially when the weather's like it is today, I guess, and it's rainy, and rather be driving my car.
A live look here at the Tri-Rail Metro Rail, where they are promoting the Dump the Pump promotion. And transportation leaders actually tell me that there has been a 46% increase in the number of people using the Tri-Rail system, which runs from West Palm all the way to Miami. That percent increases from last June to this June. So a pretty big jump in those who are finding ways to dump the pump. We're live in Hialeah. Shari Williams, CBS 4 News.
All right, thanks for that, Shari. And do you want to know more information on Dump the Pump Day? Just head over to CBS4.com. There you will find what you need to know, including which stations are giving away the scratch-off tickets for cash prizes. Enjoy. Hey, developing for you right now, a Miami Beach officer is on the other side of the law. Jesus Barrenechea turned himself into the Broward Sheriff's deputies today. He's accused of leaving the scene of a wrong-way accident on I-95. The accident in December of last year left 3 women injured. Barrenechea has been relieved of duty with pay until formal charges are brought against him. Well, you would find this one hard to believe that in today's economy we could actually find something good. Well, it seems that today's tough times are actually keeping people married, like it or not. Miami-Dade courts have recorded about 20% fewer divorce filings so far this year. Divorce lawyers think money is the reason. Between lawyer fees and then splitting your assets, experts say many couples are choosing to keep their money and stay together. As the song goes, it's cheaper to keep her, right? Coming up next on CBS 4 News at noon, Lisa Gonzalez will show us if we can expect those strong storms to last throughout our weekend. Plus, eating healthy while eating out. Dr. Sean Kniff shows you how easy it can be. CBS 4 News at noon is coming right back.
Lease a brand new Nissan Altima from only $129 a month for 24 months. Bill Seidel's Nissan, 10500 Northwest 12th Street, just across from the Miami International Mall.
Watch as she goes behind bars to confront the man who murdered her father.
I wanted to know my dad's last words.
Then, what she has to say to the man that killed her mother.
Why did you just kill me too?
Next over.
Today at 4 on 4.
Get ready for the sensation of the summer. A weekend of exciting events featuring the Flash himself.
What's it?
Oh, it's Dwayne Wade's Summer Groove with Alonzo Mourning.
What do you think?
When I said add a little flash, that's not exactly what I meant.
Mikazuki, Zoe's Summer Groove is back, and this year we're adding a little flash. For tickets, go to zsg.com.
Hurricane season is here, the time of year for you to be ready. That's why the CBS 4 weather team is watching the tropics 24/7. We've also created a special storm section on CBS4.com full of great information. CBS4 has everything you need on air and online, and it's all to keep you safe this hurricane season.
Accurate, dependable. CBS 4 weather. You can count on it.
Closed captioning provided by City Furniture. Now offering same-day delivery, 7 days a week.
Zero down. That's the new 2008 Suzuki SX4 from just $299 a month with zero down at Bill Settle Suzuki, Northwest 36th Street and 27th Avenue in Miami, or Suzuki of Davie, 5355 South University Drive.
How long are these storms going to last? Let's kick it over to Lisette Gonzalez for the answer. Hi, Lisette.
Hey, Cynthia. All right, we are checking on real-time Doppler radar. As you can see, it is a mess out there. Miami-Dade had a tiny break just a few minutes ago, but right now we're starting to see those showers developing and once again moving across the area, everywhere from Sweetwater to downtown Miami, Coral Gables, Miami Beach, even parts of North Bay Village and Key Biscayne right now dealing with the wet weather, moderate to heavy showers. In Homestead, that's where we're seeing the strongest storms moving through, and even farther south down US 1 towards the Upper Keys and Key Largo. Take a look at all that lightning firing up. We're anticipating more in the way of lightning, strong gusty winds with these storms up to 40 to 50 mile per hour winds. There is a slight risk of water spouts and also the risk of flooding. So please, if you can wait out the storms, sit it out indoors, and if you're going to be out and about, drive very cautiously out there. The roads and the highways very slick. Let's move on to a weather bug shot. This is a live look outside from Hollywood. It's very cloudy, very gray. The temperature is 75 degrees, almost a quarter of an inch of rain in Hollywood. As you can see here, some more rainfall. Totals about a third of an inch in Sunrise, about half of an inch in Dania, about a quarter of an inch in Hollywood and Miramar. Looking good. Not seeing any rain there just yet, but as you can see for Coconut Grove, a little over quarter of an inch there, and about 0.45 inches of rain in Kendall, and Hialeah almost an inch and a half, and we're in for more, folks. So definitely carry your umbrella with you throughout the day today and be cautious. Keep your eye to the sky. Temperatures right now ranging mainly in the upper 70s. Those temperatures not really going to be warming up much because of the rain cooled air. 75 in Pembroke Pines, 77 in Miami, and 77 degrees in Fort Lauderdale. The winds right now to the southwest and the south picking up about 9 to 10 miles per hour, but again with these storms, even stronger wind gusts. This is a stormy setup. We've got that tropical moisture that really has just been hanging out and being carried into our area with a southwesterly wind flow along with an east coast sea breeze. All these ingredients along with the dip in the jet stream is helping to fire off these storms that we'll continue to see throughout the afternoon and even into the evening hours. So here is your forecast. We're expecting that plume of tropical moisture to continue to be moving in. Strong storms, flooding possible, and as you can see for tomorrow, more of the same for your Friday to start off the weekend. Hot and sticky, stormy again. Then Saturday and Sunday, make alternate plans. Just make sure you're aware that we are anticipating some storms to be around clouds and sunshine. And then for the beginning of the next work week, that's when we could see a little bit of an improvement with a mix of sun and clouds, hit and miss storms. For today, 87 degrees. Not going to be heating up all that much with the rain moving through. Seas 2 to 4 if you're boating. Tonight, early storms fading, 73. And the rest of the work week into the weekend, you can see not much is changing. The chance of scattered storms and then less stormy Monday and Tuesday. Back to you, Cynthia.
All right, thanks, Lisette. Next, what's for lunch? Dr. Sean Kniff shows you what you should order if you're eating out. We'll be right back.
Are you looking to make a career change? Are you graduating from college and need to find stable employment? Answer the Florida Diversity Job Expo. Come out and make your career connection and meet some of Florida's leading employers at the Florida Diversity Job Expo. Admission is absolutely free. You have questions, we have the answer. The Florida Diversity Job Expo. Thursday, June 26, 2008 from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Signature Grand in Davie, Florida.
WeatherBug is brought to you by South Florida Honda Dealers.
Personal foul? Inactive activities on a glorious day. Huh? Let's get out there and play!
Sweet.
Breathe.
When do I get to be in? Uh-oh.
Frozen people can't talk. P-L-A-Y.
There are lots of great play ideas online, but don't stay too long.
Get in the game, South Florida. Play an hour a day.
With every new day, there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me.
Shannon Horry and Antonio Mora, sharing the stories of South Florida on CBS 4 News.
Before you step out for lunch today, you may want to watch this next story. If you're thinking about picking up some fast food, it's all right. Dr. Sean Kniff shows you what you should order and what you need to stay away from.
The deluxe hamburger, I want 2 of them.
Yeah, I'll take a large vanilla frosty, please.
What you say here
2 chicken nuggets with barbecue.
can affect you here.
You sound like my wife or something.
I'm just saying.
That's how much fat is.
Nutritionist Dr. Sharon Price says if a food contains
hydrogenated fats, sugars, and preservatives and additives,
make a different choice.
Whatever tastes good.
Many of those first choices we go for
2 crispy chicken sandwiches, please.
should actually be our last resort.
there are foods that everybody should stay clear of.
The author of this book, Eat This, Not That, David Zinchenko, came up with a list of some of the worst fast foods and their healthier alternatives. He says don't eat the McDonald's chicken selects with ranch dressing. It's packed with, get this, 830 calories and 55 grams of fat. Believe it or not, Zinchenko says eat this instead. The quarter pounder has fewer calories, just 410, and less fat at 19 grams.
You want sauce with it?
If you're making a run for the border, don't eat the burritos or empanadas. Instead, eat the taco salad without the shell. It has just 470 calories and 24 grams of fat.
Something that tastes really good.
May catch your eye first. The next time you're tempted to grab a KFC chicken and mashed potato with gravy bowl, keep in mind it's loaded with 730 calories and 35 grams of fat. But if you eat this, the 3 crispy strips with green beans and corn on the cob, you'll only down 470 calories and 22 grams of fat. So whether you're at the drive-thru or inside your favorite fast food spot, take a little extra time.
Say this is McDonald's. May I take your order?
Dr. Sean Kniff, CBS 4 News.
But when it's fried, it tastes so good.
I know it does.
All right, a lot of people probably going through the drive-thru so they don't have to get out of their car today. How long are these storms going to stick around?
Oh, they're going to stick around for quite some time into the afternoon hours. We had them earlier in Broward, and now Miami-Dade and Homestead getting hit the hardest. So let's take a closer look. If you live around Coral Gables, in the Sweetwater area, look at that. Take a look at those moderate to heavy showers moving very quickly from the southwest to the northeast. So just when you think you get a break and there's a lull, get ready because more showers and storms are developing from the southwest and moving then into your neighborhood. Homestead right now dealing with some showers, and also even through the Keys. Look at all that lightning firing up, and you know lightning can be so dangerous. We sometimes underestimate the power of Mother Nature, but as we're out and about, if you have to be out and running errands, definitely keep your eye to the sky. Drive cautiously out there because it's already saturated with all the rain we got yesterday and then the additional rain from today.
And it seems like really no one's getting a break in our viewing area. Someone's going to get it at some point of the day.
Exactly. Earlier it was Broward, now it's Miami-Dade. It may again move towards Broward, so we just have the chance of storms for everyone all afternoon long.
All right,
it's that time of the year.
Yeah, boy, but it came early this past couple of days,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, we need it though. The beginning of June was kind of the dry side.
Got to be patient. That does it for CBS 4 News at noon.
Thank you for watching. Remember, we're always on at CBS4.com.
See you later.
For every disgusting roach you see in your home, there are hundreds more you don't see. If you're tired of messing around with products that don't get the job done, Bengal is the answer. No odors, no staining, no sticky residue, no more roaches. Guaranteed roach extermination overnight. So try Bengal. You've got nothing to lose except your roach problem. Bengal products really work.
Next, E.T. and the Insider. Brad Pitt, George Clooney. Our hysterical burn after reading exclusive.
Give me the CD or bust the money!
Then Christy Brinkley and Peter Cook in divorce court again. What she says today. Plus, Chachi's new interview on his baby's health scare. And High School Musical. Teens facing off on TV to be the next Zac Efron. Next, E.T. and Insider.
Starting tonight at 7 on CBS 4.
8. That's how many credit cards the average person has in their wallet. It's so easy to get into trouble with debt. Call Consolidated Credit. They'll get the credit card companies to reduce or eliminate your interest. They're the freedom people.
Free, free, free.
Only Consolidated Credit has the Freedom Quest program. Call now. 1-800-446-6681. 446-6681.
Consolidated Credit. When credit card debt is the problem, they're the solution.
Each year, smoking kills over 400,000 people. Don't be your own worst enemy. Don't smoke.
This summer's guilty pleasure, Swingtown's a hit.
Think we're wild? Try spending a weekend with the two of them.
In the 70s, some things were simpler.
Pigs in a pickle. According to Good Housekeeping, it's all the rage.
Others, not so much.
Who wants to play a game? If a woman drops a cube of bread into the fondue, she has to kiss someone other than her husband.
Don't miss the intriguing summer fun.
You might want to get your camera for this.
Anyone care to join me?
Come on now.
Swingtown. New episode, CBS Tonight.
Shannon Horry and Antonio Mora. Weeknights only on CBS 4 News.
Search is on. Greatest American Dog coming to CBS